Hello, I'm here in a top secret underground location in London. No, I'm not making a Bond film, one day, but not yet. I'm here to see a car that hasn't been seen by anyone outside Hyundai before. Say hello to the IONIQ 6. So what is it? Well, let's start with the basics, shall we? I know this is going to sound quite obvious, but the IONIQ 6 is going to sit just above the IONIQ 5, and yes, you've guessed it, just below the still top secret IONIQ 7 in the lineup. So underneath this really unique exterior design is the same battery pack and motors as the 5, along with that really super fast charging system that we all love so much. So we've been lucky enough to spend a few hours with the car today, and we've talked at length with the design team. So here are 6 things that we love about the 6. Now you will notice that unlike the 5, the 6 is a saloon. Now the reason I'm whispering is because officially this car is a streamliner. No idea what that is, well neither had I, but apparently it pays tribute to classic cars like the 1938 Phantom Corsair or the 1947 Saab 9-2, which is a car that I love. It's definitely not a saloon. It's a saloon. Now in most coupes and saloons, the rear seats are pretty much for decoration, but in here, it's like a limo. Look at this. Look, I know I'm 5'4", I haven't got the longest of legs, but Mike, our 6'4" designer and deputy editor, sat in here and his knees were nowhere near the back of the front seats. Headroom is just as great. And what this brilliant flat floor means is that there is loads of wiggle room for all the family in longer journeys. I'd be very happy back here in my saloon. So you and I know that some of the best features in cars are the ones that we don't actually need but still make us smile. I'm thinking of farting Tesla indicators, or possibly my favourite, dog windows in the Fisker Ocean. This, however, may well be my new favourite. So if you've driven an IONIQ 5, you'll know the steering wheel has got 4 pixels in the centre, and the IONIQ 6 has got the same thing, but now they light up. So when you're charging, the pixels glow and they gradually increase in number until the car is fully charged. I know, there's absolutely no need for it. It's probably a bit childish, but it really makes me happy. Now, I know it might be a geeky thing to get excited about, but do remember the lower the air resistance, the easier it is for the battery and the motors. Now, Hyundai won't spill the beans about what the range of this car will be. Trust me, I've been trying all day, I've twisted loads of arms and I have failed. But they are expecting it to be quite a bit higher than the IONIQ 5, thanks to that aero efficiency. One of the big talking things about the IONIQ 6 is going to be this fabulous flying dashboard. All right, it doesn't exactly fly, but it does have wings at either end. So like the IONIQ 5, you'll be able to have digital mirrors as an option. And if you do, you will get the winged dashboard, which has got screens embedded on either side. I've seen quite a few electric cars with digital mirrors, but I think this is by far the best setup that I've seen so far. And then let's talk about the lights. How fabulous is the lighting in here? And you know what else this lighting does? It adapts to your driving style, changes as you get more aggressive. I think it gets a bit more red and angry, and then relaxes as you start to relax. Clever. I was a big fan of the 80s. Oh, I had big hair, leg warmers, spandex. I used to love watching Knight Rider. Google it if you weren't born in the last 40 years. So the start of that show was a car called Kit, and I was quite obsessed with Kit. I can't remember any of the storylines or even really who was in Knight Rider, but I do remember that the car had this amazing light display whenever it was talking to its owner. I cannot believe that I've had to wait nearly 4 decades, but here it is on a production car at last. Look, it's pointless, it's daft, it doesn't really have a purpose, but it is the kind of thing that would really make me want an IONIQ 6. I absolutely love it. Now, Hyundai knows that for loads of us, our car is our second home. In my case, it's my office, the creche, the dining room, place to do homework, sometimes a dressing room. So the final design of the IONIQ 6 came about when one of the design team lived with a rival electric car for a few weeks, had loads of space inside, but no flat surfaces. There was nowhere to put a laptop or an iPad without it sliding off onto the floor. So they decided to do something about that, and as a result, there are loads of flat surfaces in here. Perfect for putting my laptop whilst I'm waiting to charge. And this being an IONIQ, of course, it has V2L, that really wonderful thing that lets you charge electrical items from the battery, so you can plug it in to charge at the same time. How brilliant is that? So there we have it, 6 of our favourite things about the Hyundai IONIQ 6. We're going to be able to drive this car later this year, and if you are lucky enough to be at the front of the queue for one, Hyundai is hoping to get the IONIQ 6 into the hands of owners by the end of the year. How exciting is that? So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and switch those notifications on so you know exactly when our first drive video of this car has landed, along with all those other great videos that are heading your way. And as always, let us know what you think of it in the comments below.